Welcome back to Yogaxpress, moving the body to still the mind. My name is Banu. I'm your host for this program. It's always a pleasure to be back here in the studio. I know yoga is not about performing in front of cameras, but we're doing this for you. So stay with us, stretch with us every Monday, 7:30 to 8 a.m. as of the date of taping. So we hope to maintain that time. That is really the time you should be practicing. You can ask any of the professional yoga teachers and practitioners out there, and I brought someone who can vouch for that. Is that right, Melissa?
Right.
7:30 to 8, the best time to practice. So we have chosen to tape these episodes on weekday afternoons, and you're welcome to come stretch with us. Just so you know, it doesn't cost you anything except to give some of your time and just participate. Come here, stretch with us. There's something to be said about group energy. Before we move on, I would like to thank our amazing crew. Thank you so much for staying with us. Antonio, Lizette, Noriel, and Corey, thank you. I really appreciate that you guys have helped see us through several episodes in the last couple of weeks. So thanks again. And Melissa Boo. Melissa is not just a yoga teacher. She is also a holistic health counselor. Did I get that term? Is it a wellness coach, right?
I think they could be interchangeable. I like to go by counselor.
Counselor.
Yeah.
And you combine the roles of yoga practice, the physical practice, with holistic treatments?
Yes.
Okay.
And with, in Ayurveda, we talk about 5 elements and 5 senses.
Right.
So we do some smells, some food,
We did that in
some
the last
herbs.
episode. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of everything.
Right. So you talk about the insides as well. So you talk about foods. You talked about the herbs, for instance, spices and herbs, how they affect and impact the body, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of I like to make this analogy. We think about, when we turn to over-the-counter medicine, it's just this little tiny pill, but we know it's going to have this big impact.
Right.
And just the same way, it doesn't take too much of any smell or taste or sound to help have that big impact too.
But you need a guide like yourself to help them see what's good for them. Because everyone's constitution, you mentioned in the last episode too.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different constitution, right?
Yes. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, I was curious because I was just wondering what you had planned for us today. Is it going to be more Ayurveda based? Is it going to be...
We're going to do a little more movement today.
Movement? Okay.
Inspired by Ayurveda.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yes, I was going to, just building off what we were just talking about, yes, everyone's constitution is different, and that presents itself in our metabolism, our temperament, our state of mind, our immunity, all these things that are going on in our body. But while each of us individually is very different, we all experience the seasons and weather.
Right.
We're all exposed to the same elements.
That's right.
And this time of year in the winter, a lot of times it's getting cold and, it might be rainy and more of those heavy elements.
Right.
Or it might be just kind of that dry, windy feeling that's a little more what we call in Ayurveda vata. So wind and ether and that cold, dry skin and things like that.
Right.
But either way, whatever kind of winter we're having right now when this airs.
At the time of airing, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gentle warming and heating is really helpful.
Right.
In our foods, in our smells, in the sounds we listen to, things that give a little more
so
stimulation.
Spicy foods are good then in winter.
This would be a great time.
Yes.
I know. Oh, you like spicy too?
Oh, I love spicy. You too?
Yep.
I'm amazed because my team loves spicy food too.
Yeah.
I'm amazed how people in New York especially are able to handle hot, spicy food.
We can handle a lot of New Yorkers.
I know.
We're always up for a challenge.
That is impressive, yeah.
So today we're going to start with some gentle warming, some gentle heating, and we're going to take everything step by step. So for everybody practicing at home too, feel welcome to take any step or any level or variation that's working well for you right now. Every day we come to the mat is different.
Right.
Our bodies are different, our injuries, all of these things are different. So, you listen to your internal guidance.
Will do. I will. Oh, before we move on, I wanted to say, I hope you guys realize how color coordinated we are right here, especially me. My purple mat, purple bottle, and here, I love purple, by the way. I love lilac, a lighter version. What was this stone? Melissa gave me this stone, and it's a beautiful memento for me because this is also my birthstone. Was it aquamarine? Oh no, what was this?
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Amethyst. So tell me just a little. I know it
Sure.
goes off of off of our discussion right now, but does amethyst have any special properties?
Sure.
Yes.
So the color of it, that purple color that you love so much,
Yeah, I love it.
is always is associated as being a very calming color. It's also often
Okay.
associated in the energetic body with the chakra system, and with our third eye chakra up here, and even the crown chakra. So connecting to our intuition and the things
Right.
that are kind of greater than us, all that inspiration and muses.
So it fits really well into the Ayurveda theme too, because this is kind
Sure.
of therapeutic too. It has vibrations, right?
Yes.
My
and,
husband's dad used to talk about that. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, and color too. All color, light waves, all that is it's vibration, it's colors.
Oh, I never thought of that. That's a nice perspective.
Yeah.
Color it changes our moods, right? The red color makes you feel bright. This one calms you down.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to carry that with me.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad it can be meaningful for
Yes,
you too.
it
Thank you
is.
for having me again.
My pleasure.
Well, let's we'll calm ourselves by sweating it out today.
Oh, yeah, that.
How about that?
That's a really good start. I need that. I need to
Yes.
warm up.
Well, we'll center just quickly, closing the eyes, coming into the breath. I like to begin every yoga practice with just observing how we're breathing, noticing the quality of the breath, the speed of the breath, if it's shallow or deep, if it's jagged or smooth. Just take a minute to describe the quality of the breath in your mind. And then we'll intentionally begin to lengthen the breath. Moving into what we call diaphragmatic breathing, using the diaphragm and the belly to inhale and expand. Exhale, belly button draws in toward the spine. And the air comes back out through the nose. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Take just one more nice full breath. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, you can open the eyes. We'll gently just warm up, inhaling the arms up above us. Exhaling, right hand down to the mat, left arm up and overhead, stretching out the side body. Inhale back to center. Exhaling over to the other side. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, taking a twist so the left hand comes down toward the right knee. One full breath here. Inhale, both arms back up to center. And then exhale, twist over to the opposite side. Inhale, the arms back up. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. Inhale, come back up to a seat. If your legs are crossed, we'll just quickly switch the cross of our legs. Let's take that one more time, inhaling the arms up. Exhale, this time coming to the left side first, right arm overhead. So just some nice full body stretches to get everything going. I like to begin this way. Inhaling back up. Exhaling over.
You're getting ready for the kill. I can see that.
Inhaling back up. Exhaling to the left first this time. I like things spicy, right? I'm gonna spice it up.
All right.
Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist over the other side. Inhale the arms back up to center. This time, exhale, bring the fingertips behind you. Gently lifting the shoulders back, the collarbone up toward the ceiling, lifting the heart, gently tilting the chin up and back. Little baby back bend. Come back to center. Walk the fingertips out in front of you. Practice this new trick of rolling over the ankles onto the knees, coming into tabletop position.
Ah, that was the trick one. But I was already on my knees, so cheated a little.
That's all right. So in tabletop, we've got our wrists stacked under our shoulders. The knees are under the hips. Try to find a long spine here just to begin, drawing the arms in to support you. And then we'll move into cat and cow. Inhaling, drawing the heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale to round. One last time. Inhale, draw the heart forward, belly drops. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, come back to a neutral tabletop. And then send the hips to the heels. Walk the fingertips forward, find child's pose. One full breath here. And then we'll come back up into tabletop. Did a lot warming up the back and the side body. We're going to get into the shoulders now. Everyone's favorite. They tend to be tight.
Shoulder stand, handstand.
Oh, no. Much easier.
Oh, okay.
I like that. We'll start with the hard stuff and work our way back so it seems better. We'll extend the right arm out. We're going to come to thread the needle pose.
Oh, okay.
So just like a needle, we're going to thread that right arm underneath the left. You can send the hips to the heels again, resting the shoulder on the mat, and then the left fingertips will walk forward. So this kind of helps us encourage the arm across the body. So we're waking up the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Could you feel that?
Oh, yeah. I feel it on the outside of the is that the tricep right there? Yeah.
We got the tricep and the deltoid there too.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
We'll extend the left arm out, keep it even, and then thread it through on the other side.
It would be weird if I forgot one side, right? I was in a yoga class once, and the teacher forgot to call out the other side. I couldn't focus. I could not focus on the rest of the class.
Oh, no. And, Bonnie, we'll come back to center. I noticed that your hips were up in this pose, too.
Right.
And I just wanted to say both variations are great.
Oh, my hips are not coming down.
And I find that this can be a little bit gentler.
Right.
If anybody out there has particularly tight shoulders, I think that twist can be a little bit gentler than when you come up and do it. This is a little more dramatic.
Right. Oh, okay. So should I keep my hips lower? Because I can't seem to go down.
You can. I invite you to try it out.
Okay.
And everybody at home too.
I'll try.
From here, we'll keep moving down the body. We'll come into the hips a bit.
Okay.
So you can extend the right leg out behind you, tuck the toes, and let's gently rock back and forth a little bit to wake up the muscles of the back of the leg. A little movement, but this tends to be a tight spot.
Yeah, that feels good actually. It's a good massage for the calf without physically have to use my hands to do that.
All right, we'll come back to center. Find your still point. Inhale, we'll lift the leg up off the floor, bringing weight into the hands and the left shin. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, draw it into the body, round the spine just like we did in cat pose. Try to keep the arms straight, the elbows and triceps wrapping in toward each other. Inhale, extend the leg back out, flexing the toes. Exhale, round the spine, draw the knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, this time bring the knee across the body over toward the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Last one, exhale, draw the knee to the outside of the right arm this time. Okay, inhale, extend. Exhale, lower the knee down. Okay, on to the left leg. We'll tuck the left toes, extend the leg back behind you, and just gently rock forward and back. All right, we'll come back to our still point. Bring weight into the hands and the right shin this time. Gently lift the left leg up off the floor, keeping the foot flexed. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee in toward the body, rounding the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale to round. Inhale, extend. This time, exhale the knee across the body toward the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale this time over toward the left arm, opening the hip. Inhale, extend. And exhale, lower the knee back down. Send the hips to the heels for a child's pose. Inhale up to tabletop. We're going to send the right leg back again. This time, though, we're going to bring the foot to the outside of the right hand. Gently squeeze the legs together, lift up into low lunge. You can keep the hands planted here on the knee or bring the arms up above you. Inhale. Exhale, gently let the hips come forward.
Ooh, that is deep.
Hello.
I feel it even in my obliques on my waist.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Inhale, draw back up. This time, exhale the fingertips down to the mat. And a small movement, but we're going to pull the toes toward the nose and the hips a little bit back behind us. So we're stretching the muscles of the back of the front leg.
Do you call this the runner's stretch? Is that
I
what
do.
they call it?
Yeah, runner's lunge. Now I just need to start running.
Me too.
Let's bring the foot back to the floor. We're going to bring the left elbow over toward the right knee. Hands come into prayer. Maybe resting the elbow on the thigh just above the knee. Maybe bringing it across the leg and finding a twist. Inhale, arms back to center overhead. Exhale, just like we do in Warrior 2, we're going to spin the torso away from the knee, extend the arms out to either side. I like this
Not
as
kidding about the warming up.
Heating
up.
A nice warm warrior.
Yeah.
All right, we'll bring the arms back to center, torso back to center, and then lower the fingertips down. We'll bring the right knee back down to the floor. Send the left leg out behind us, and this time bring the foot to the outside of the left hand. Squeeze the legs together, come up, rest the hands either on the top of the thigh or extend the arms up toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hips forward. You've got that oppositional force there. The hips are going down,
Right.
the arms are going up.
Wow.
Full body stretch.
This side, I can feel it in my quads as well.
Yeah.
Right. front of my upper thigh. I can feel it in the waist.
It's a big one. Here, we'll inhale out of it. Exhale, fingertips down to the floor, rolling onto the heel of the front foot, sending the hips back, coming into runner's lunge. I have to say, this is not my favorite pose.
It's tough, especially on my right knee.
Yeah. Well, for your right knee, you could also try maybe another time before coming back, tucking the toes or a cushion.
Okay.
So we'll come back up out of this. And now this time again, we'll bring our right elbow over toward the left knee, so coming into the twist. Hands can come to prayer. And then twisting over toward the left. Now this is one of my favorite, least favorite to favorite.
It's least favorite. Good, join the club.
And they always change too as our bodies change.
Right.
We'll inhale the arms back to center. And exhale like warrior two, opening up the arms out, twisting over toward the right this time.
This one is very unique. I have not tried this posture before. I'm going to go home and practice. I like it.
I like the supported version.
Right, and it's more steady for me. If I sort of focus, which I need to do a little more anyway.
That's why we call it practice.
Right.
Practice or focus. Let's come back to center. We'll bring the fingertips back down to the mat. Left knee back toward the floor. All right, you ready to get going a little bit more?
Yeah.
We'll bring the right foot up this time.
You've got me on fire now.
We'll tuck the back toes. And this time, we'll see if we can draw the heel toward the floor and straighten the left knee so that we can lift up into a high lunge. Knees lifted off the mat. The legs squeeze together, engage the core, lifting the arms up. High lunge pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the back heel down. The fingers interlace behind the back. You can stay here, or maybe draw the arms down the back. You can stay here. Yep. And maybe come into a devotional warrior. So this is adding a forward bend. We'll hinge from the hips, drawing the right shoulder down to the top thigh. The spine stays long. Back leg is grounded. I know I forgot my mat today, so I'm being a little extra careful.
Also, viewers, but of course, our viewers know that these are stretches they should be able to do anywhere. So that's, in a way, it is good that you didn't bring your mat because you're pretty steady. But if folks out there, if you want to practice without a mat, make sure you have some traction, maybe some socks with rubber dots. Would that help, Melissa?
Sure. Those are they call them yoga socks.
Oh, they do? I didn't know that. Yoga
I
socks.
didn't know that until recently myself.
Okay.
We're going to release the hands here.
I used to call them hospital socks.
That's how I found out about them. I had someone in the hospital. But let's lift our arms up. We'll bring the toes to both face the same direction. And then the back toes are going to spin toward the back of the room. We're going to take triangle now toward the back. Bringing the front arm up and overhead. Nice way to switch our hips and the weight in our hips. We'll spin the right hand down toward the mat. Walk both fingertips in between the hands. Take a wide-legged forward fold. So hinging from the hips, allowing the torso to fall down toward the earth. Maybe the crown of the head comes down toward the floor as well. One more full breath here.
That is very deep stretch. I feel it in the back of my legs.
Now let's walk the fingertips over toward the front foot again. We'll spin onto the ball of the back foot.
Let's see if I can get this right.
Yeah, and then we'll lower the left knee down. This So now we're back in that same low lunge that we started in. Okay, we'll bring the hands to the mat. Right knee comes down. I see we have 2 minutes left, so we'll move through this quickly. Left foot comes forward. Back toes bend. Lengthen out through the leg. Inhale up for high lunge.
Yeah, it's so important to finish the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
All right. Hands behind the back. Lower the back heel down. Devotional warrior, hinging from the hips. On an inhale, we'll come back up. We'll bring both toes to face the same direction. Now the back toes will spin out toward the back of the room. Extend the arms out to either side. Triangle pose. So the back hand comes down toward the leg. Front arm lifts up and overhead. One more breath. And
Well,
then
we are sweating it out in triangle posture.
Mhm.
I'd like to acknowledge our guest teacher, Melissa Boo. Check her out, melissaboo.com. And on behalf of my crew, Antonio, Lizette, Nuriel, and Corey, we'd like to say thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And when you're done stretching out there, you can come to that forward fold.
When did you get back done?
I kept going in case anybody was following along. I'm sorry to leave
No.
you hanging. Just wanted to show the rest of the way back.
Right.
Back
No,
home.
that's good. Yeah, because it's important. You know, that's what I found. Getting into a posture, it's great. It's great. But getting out of the posture with grace is so much more important, because I could get, let's say I get into a very deep lotus posture and I can't come out.
Yeah.
That posture is not going to help me very much, because I'm going to feel frustrated because I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Which
and it could
happens.
hurt you. And you don't want
Right.
that.
That's true. Whoa.
I'm moving this carpet all around.
I know. And you know what? I noticed too, and I know we're wrapping up. So hey.